Class is in session.
We're finally doing Vlogmas!
Vlogmas!
So excited!
More importantly, we have discovered a brand new mall downtown Toronto called The Well. Now here's the problem. It's an indoor-outdoor mall. Listen, The Well.
So we didn't know how to dress
When you
for
do
the
that in
occasion.
Canada, how many layers do I need? You just don't know. Like, it's like 5 degrees out right now, but it could rain, it could snow. You have no idea. I don't know if an indoor-outdoor mall is the way to go.
Okay, but we both went for the puffer, so...
Puffer jacket. My mom's in the back. You can't see her. There she is. And we're
I've
going...
got my own little thin puffer jacket.
She has a thin puffer. Because she's more puffy than we are.
Yes.
Originally.
That's...
I wasn't talking about her weight. I was talking about her both.
We're also going to do a bunch of questions that you all submitted.
That you submitted. How formal.
Yes.
There's a request form. You had to sign your name and you will be getting a receipt upon delivery.
And the first question is for the both of you. What was...
Me and my mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your favorite Christmas tradition with Grandma Ruby?
Oh, well, you're going to make me cry at the beginning?
Sorry.
Grandma, I'll tell you Grandma Ruby's tradition. Grandma Ruby's tradition was, I don't like all these people over here at Christmas. There's too many people in the house. I like small gatherings. That was her Christmas tradition.
Or she'd say she never wanted anything for Christmas.
Yeah.
But she
Yes.
watched everyone else
Yes,
and made
she
sure she
did.
got the same amount.
She said, I don't want any presents.
Yeah.
But could you imagine what would have happened? We should have just done it one year where we kept all the presents aside.
I
Said,
know.
Grandma, you said no presents.
Her best
And what-
her best Christmas when she got all her Yahtzee card.
Oh my God, those Yahtzee games were the
oh
best.
my goodness, because it never stopped.
Grandma also loved Die Hard as a Christmas movie. She didn't really
did.
like a lot of sentimental things. She didn't like buying presents, but like later in life, like I'd say for the last, I don't know, at least 10 years, she just gives straight up cash in an envelope, no card. Just put your name on the envelope. Oh, I miss that. Could I get 3 hash browns? All 3 well done and a medium coffee double-double. Anna was just covering up my identification, my visa numbers, my address.
And she kept moving it like if I was annoying her or something. And I'm like, I'm just saving us.
It's amazing that I don't, like, people just haven't moved into my house with all of the, I've given you lots of Easter eggs if you wanted to locate me. You just called me ma'am.
It's because you're old.
Have a good day, ma'am.
So polite.
So horrible.
Let's do more questions.
All right, and I'm not going to look at the camera at any moment. I'm keeping my eyes on the road. So for all of you worried about that, please notice directly on the 401.
Gravy on anything and everything or just potatoes?
Ew, you don't just put it on everything willy-nilly. That's
Are you
ridiculous.
joking me? I just grabbed the thing and let it pour.
No, you can put a little bit on meat, a little bit on potatoes. What are you going to put it on the stuffing? Don't be insane.
On
Mom, do you
everything.
put gravy on everything?
I do.
What?
I just don't put it on the applesauce, but most people don't have applesauce.
Oh, applesauce? Gravy. Gross.
All right. Okay, we each have to do this one, and we're gonna do a top 5.
Top
so
5.
List off your top 5 favorite movies. 5 being, I mean, not the worst because it's still your favorite, but
Sure.
number 1 is the best.
Mom, you want to go first? Your top 5 Christmas movies? 5 down?
Or 5.
Like top 5. Give me
Okay.
the best, the worst to the best of your top 5.
Okay.
Do it nice and loudly so the people
I
can hear.
know. It's going to take me forever to figure out 5.
Just list 5 of your best Christmas movies.
White Christmas, Christmas Vacation, Going My Way,
What? Yep.
Miracle on 34th Street, the first one.
Of course.
And for Anna's benefit, I'll put Elf in there.
What a suck up.
It's a great movie.
All right, these are my top 5 in rescinding. Is that the right word? Rescinding order?
I don't think so.
No, it's increasing. Anyways,
Just name them.
all right, I'm gonna go number 5. I can't do it this way.
I know,
I'm gonna
it's
go
not.
number 1 to number 5. So number 1's my favorite. You watch it, the absolute best. And this is hard for me, but I'm gonna go Rudolph, the Island of Misfit Toys. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 2. Number 3, Christmas Vacation. Number 4, White Christmas. And number 5, and this is a little bit for Anna, but I really do believe it because I think it's a great movie, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, I like that one.
Those are my 5.
I would go Christmas Chronicles. I'll be.
If you guys didn't hear that, it wasn't incredibly audible. Let me replay it. Go ahead, say number 1 again.
Christmas Chronicle. Well, that's my 5. Is Christmas Chronicle.
Christmas Chronicle. She says Christmas Chronicle. My mom goes, oh.
So Christmas Chronicles is my 5. A Boy Named Christmas, I would say 4.
I don't even know what that movie is.
I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Wait, what's A Boy and a Christmas? What?
A Boy Named Christmas.
A Boy Named Christmas.
That's really good. You should watch it. Anyways, I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas is my 3rd. And then The Santa Claus 1 is my 2nd. And Elf is my 1st.
Oh, I don't. 3 of those movies, I don't think I've ever seen.
Mine's the best list.
It's just the worst list. The whole world doesn't agree. Maybe Elf. Everybody loves Elf. I hate to say it, but I don't. I don't.
The audacity.
I just don't. There's moments of Elf I love. It's just that slapstick comedy. See, slapstick comedy for an hour and a half straight through is too much. Moments of slapstick I enjoy. But when there's no other variances of comedic
You're just
whatever.
wrong. It's the best movie. This is fun. Let's do more questions.
Just so everybody knows, we are now stuck on the DVP, and for those not from Toronto, it's known as the Don Valley Parkway, or as we like to call it, the Don Valley Parking Lot. It doesn't matter what time of day you are traveling on the DVP. If you are going south, there's traffic, and going north, there's no traffic. When we come home, I can assure you there will be traffic coming north and no traffic going south. I think it's like this cosmic joke on Torontonians.
And I think all these cars are going to the well.
Yeah, who are those people over there? I wonder if they're just living their best lives in a different dimension, because that's never happened to me. I've never looked over and gone, oh, look, the other side is crappy on the DVP. I'm always sitting in the garbage.
But we're answering Christmas questions, so it's okay. Hot chocolate or eggnog?
Hot chocolate. I don't understand eggnog.
Oh, eggnog.
It's disgusting. You
Without
never...
any alcohol.
I can't do either or.
It's egg. Who would want to put egg in a drink?
It's not making it.
Does it taste like... I've never drank it. I don't like the smell of it. Does it taste like if you pureed custard? That's what I envision it like.
A little bit, yeah.
Gross. Disgusting. 0 out of 10.
More nutmeg, though.
Gross. That's close to cinnamon. In the cinnamon family, I don't want to be part of.
Okay, Christmas traditions.
Christmas traditions.
We do your family on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
My whole family comes to my house Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, this has been the same way for my entire life. On Christmas Eve, my mom makes open-faced sandwiches. For those who aren't British, it's very, very simple. You do not close the bread. You have half a slice of bread, and you put ham, salami, liverwurst. Don't come at me. Pretty much
it's
that.
Basically
an
like
open
a
sandwich.
It's like a charcuterie board, basically.
On
but
bread.
then, yeah.
Yeah, and then we also have every kind of chip. My mom will also purchase, although we've kind of reeled her in, every kind of chocolate known to man, and none of which gets eaten. We just have all this chocolate afterwards.
You know what you do as well? That purple can of
Quality Street chocolate,
chocolates.
baby.
Yeah.
That's right. And everybody fights over the purple one. Anyway, so everybody comes over Christmas Eve. We eat that. We sit around. We usually put on white Christmas.
We usually get a strip ring, too.
A shrimp ring. We put on...
I heard a stripper.
A stripper?
And I was like, I have never witnessed that.
We always get a Santa stripper. It's a little unconventional. That'll be the part that Grandma Ruby misses most.
Or a Santa Claus, Mrs. Santa Claus.
And then, there we go. And then we'll usually put on White Christmas. We will open up gifts amongst, my side of the family there. And that's that. We open up the presents we bought each other on Christmas Eve because my grandma, when she got older, and what I mean by older, when she was hit like 50, she didn't like getting up in the morning. So it would make all of us insane. So in order, and then, she would get her, all of the Santa stuff comes in the morning, but that's okay. We wait for her. We open that without her in the mornings, but at night, we at least open up the gifts that we got each other so we can take our time and Grandma can be wide awake for that. Otherwise, we'd be waiting to 6 p.m. the next day.
And then the next day on Christmas morning, I pack up the car and I drive to Montreal because that's where my family lives. And then I spend Christmas Day with my family and we do like the regular turkey and mashed potatoes and that kind of dinner, and then when we're done eating dinner, then we'll open all the gifts, because by then Santa has already arrived at the house, so we just open all of it.
And then I'll come a few days later, I'll fly out so we can drive back together, and then I have my traditional Christmas St. Hubert. Nothing
True.
says Christmas like
But you love those fries.
French fries and gravy at St. Hubert. Listen, Linda. That is the best. I can't even.
What was your favorite Christmas gift ever?
Mom, what was your favorite Christmas gift ever?
I think going way, way back, it was a bicycle. My
Stop
first
it.
bicycle.
Are you serious right
Uh-huh.
now?
And it was...
Never known you to ride a bike a day in my
I
life.
used to ride a bike. Because it was hidden behind the curtains, so I couldn't find it, and I expected it until finally I
Santa's
concluded
tricky
it's
behind
something.
the
Yes.
curtain. We are now driving on the Gardner Expressway. For those who
It's
don't
too
know,
bumpy and it's too tilty.
those who don't know the Gardner, it's like off-roading when you go camping, but it's a major highway. And it's just awful. The whole thing is awful. And the underneath part is falling like apart in chunks because it's a bridge, and you can drive on the lakeshore underneath the Gardner. And literally, you have to be fast, like a video game down there. You're like, oh, to the right, debris. Like you have to be on your A game. But it's a beautiful shot. Turn it around, show the people. Look at that. You have the CN. I love this shot coming into Toronto. You have the CN Tower peeking out there. We're gonna go along here. You're gonna see the Scotiabank. You're gonna see the Sky Dome where the Blue Jays play. And yes, I refuse to call it the Rogers Center. I'm really upset.
sorry
They should have
about
ever
the
named
bumps.
that. Listen, the bumps are a part of the drive. If you want to be a Torontonian, you understand how to off-road.
My favorite gift, I don't think I have a favorite gift, but I have a funny story, because when I was little, I really wanted that game that you pull the boogers out of the guy, and then it was like, how many boogers can you pull out?
Ew.
And then you got to one, and then that one booger made his like brain pop out, I think.
What?
And so I wanted that, and so I think my mom ended up getting me that gift for Christmas. But by the time Christmas came along, I couldn't remember that I liked that game, and so I opened it, and I was very confused as to why my mom had given me
Boogers.
the booger game.
That's fair. It's a solid question. We should ask your mom that question about Booker game.
Well, because I remember I probably said that I wanted it, and so she got it for me.
Listen, you guys have interesting. My favorite gifts, first of all, I have lots of favorite gifts, but there's two favorite gifts. Number one, I got a Commodore 64, and yes, that does age me. I think it was 1984, whatever the hell year that was. Now, my Uncle Ray is amazing at hiding gifts and then giving clues. So it was from,
This is great
the
lighting. We
Commodore.
should do the whole thing
Pause.
here.
We're just going to stay under the bridge. This is the dangerous bridge I spoke about. Oh, the Spadina's so busy. So I got a Commodore. So I got a Commodore 64, but I didn't know I got it. Anyways, there was this whole scavenger hunt throughout the whole house, and at that point, we owned a store up north, this huge house. My mom and I lived there in one section. My two uncles and my grandparents, and we all lived and then worked in this general store. Well, I didn't work there, but nonetheless, I did work there. I think that was slave labor, but we can't talk about that. I searched all over the house, and when I finally found this Commodore 64, it was mostly just to play games. And when I finally found it and got on it, they had the Olympics on there, like Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics. But here's the crappy part and the funny part. My mom, Ray, and John had all been playing it for weeks prior to Christmas because it was in this secret room that I didn't know. And they all had gotten top scores, and when I tried to play it against them, they all beat me left, right, and center. So that's a little fun fact of how my family works. They sneak games behind the children's back, get really good at them, get all the top scores, and then give it to her for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
I'm the champion sumo race wrestler.
Nobody can still beat my mom at sumo wrestling, and I don't think any of us ever mastered figure skating. We always ended up falling on our knees.
Another top 5, but this is top 5 favorite Christmas songs.
Okay, and listen, we're just listing off. I'm going 1 through 5, 1 being my most favorite. I cannot go in backwards order. It hurts my head. can't start with the worst of the best. Anyways.
She's a weirdo, so she's just gonna name 5, and the first one's gonna be her favorite.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Go ahead, Mom.
Okay. Blue Christmas by Elvis.
Blue Christmas.
Merry Christmas Baby by Elvis. I'll Be Home for Christmas by Elvis.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and
By who?
By Elvis. And Comfy Knit Sweater by Anna.
Amazing.
I can't. I didn't even know Elvis sang that many
He
Christmas
sings
songs.
every Christmas song. Everyone, if you just remember a Christmas song, you will have sang it.
All right, here we go. Comfy Knit Sweater by Anna Bag.
Thank you.
Then I'm gonna go The Grinch. That would be my second favorite. Then I'm gonna go. You know what? It's funny. Then I immediately go to. Funnily enough, I do like Blue Christmas. I don't know if I put it on first because it feels sad. Blue Christmas. When Elvis sings Christmas songs, I always think he's sad.
Yeah.
But I go to All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Oh.
It's a great song. And then I'll go to probably Rudolph and Frosty. I stick with the kid version of songs that are fun. White Christmas by Bing Crosby is pretty awesome too.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Go ahead, baby.
Well, I obviously like Comfy Knit Sweater too. I do like, I would say Santa Claus is Coming to Town by
By who?
Justin Bieber. Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Oh my God!
That's 3. And then I do like, obviously, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And my actual favorite Christmas song is not a known one.
What a shocker!
But I mean, some people know it obviously. But it's called "I Want to Be Your Christmas" by Andrew Allen. I love that song so much.
It's like I don't even know where you get these songs from. Is my bigger question.
I think Anna's in a whole different generation.
She's not just different generations; it's a whole new planet. There's nobody. There's nobody that's in her generation. If you want to say there's such a big difference, that would ever say, what was that last one?
"I Want to Be Your Christmas" by Andrew Allen. I love that song.
It
Listen,
sounds
they
like
should
it
play-
comes from A Boy Named Christmas.
Exactly. Is that the theme song from A Boy Named Christmas?
No.
That was a solid tie. Good wraparound, Mom. Good wraparound. Very funny.
So this is it. This is the well. Another floor up there. What are you getting, babe?
Well, these very nice shoes with purple and orange. They're Ren and Stimpy. I'm not a huge Ren and Stimpy person, but the shoe is awesome.
So not much was open.
Like 7 stores, the Wells.
So
what are we doing?
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go to Vaughan Mills because when met with only 7 stores, what do?
We keep shopping.
Keep shopping.
So this one is for me. It says, "Did I write Comfy Knit Sweater and what was my inspiration?" for
I wrote it.
I did write it, but I write with a team of people, so I'm not the only writer on the song. And my inspiration was originally I wanted to write a song about. I heard someone say like, "Oh, that person looks like my next mistake," and I think it's a Taylor Swift song. I think it's like, "You look like my next mistake." Anyways, and then I thought of that, and I was like, well, why don't we turn that into like a cute thing, which is like you see someone and it's like what always happens. Someone in the relationship always ends up stealing the other person's sweater, and so I was like, well, why don't we do a song about like, you look like I'm gonna steal your sweater. That was worthy.
It's because you have to be positive about any. Do you have any negative thoughts ever?
Never.
Like not a single negative thought. Only about the fruit flies that are accumulating in our kitchen and the smell of vinegar. I don't think, and I've never seen her react so strongly to vinegar.
It
Anybody.
smells awful.
Anybody's never
But
reacted.
anyways, so that's what I thought. And so when you see someone that you like and you're like, oh, you look like I'm gonna steal your sweater, which is a cute way
is
of thinking
cute.
about it. And then as we were writing it,
Theft, but
well, you're borrowing it. As we were writing it, it got really, really cute. And then we're like, no, this has to be a Christmas song.
oh,
And so
I didn't know that. You didn't know it was going to be a Christmas song in the first place.
no.
Oh.
Yeah. And then at some point we were like, this sounds like it could be a Christmas song, and then it turned into a Christmas song.
And I had no idea. You don't tell me about your life at all.
Do we have any pictures of us as kids with visiting a Santa mall?
Yeah, I was crying I was crying in every single picture. I'm pretty sure. I never really wanted to sit on Santa's lap. But when I got older, I decided to go do a funny photo for my mom and sit on one of Santa's helpers' laps in the mall, in the Oshawa Center. And this Santa, well, had a little too much eggnog and liked me a little too much. And that was my experience. So as
Santa
a kid,
was naughty that year.
Santa was naughty that year, and as a kid, I'm assuming I had this guttural feeling that maybe Santa's helper, I'd just pause with Santa's helper and wait for the real thing to bring me my Cabbage Patch Kid.
I don't think I ever did.
You never? One time?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow. Just so everybody knows, we're passing the Toronto airport right now, and we could really just chuck everything
And go to Hawaii.
grab a plane and see where it takes us.
Okay, Ange, it says, what is your favorite Christmas memory as a child?
Oh,
Why are you laughing?
because she's not going to have one. She's not going to remember.
Well, I did the bike one. I think it was that.
Okay, but do you have any other memories?
You know what? Actually, I have a few because I was really not a good child, and I would make sure that I got up before anyone else did on Christmas morning. I somehow knew after Santa had been there that I could go and look around, and I would wake up and I would go downstairs and I would open the presents that I were given. Yeah, up to the part of even listening to an Elvis album and putting it back in, wrapping it up, and pretend I hadn't seen any of them.
Oh, is that because
Come
Grandma
morning.
slept in so late?
Yeah,
Why would you feel the
I'd be
need?
up, I'd just be up, I don't know, maybe like there's a lot of time in there, maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, and no one knew I did it. Well, eventually they did because I'd start telling them as I got older, right?
That's insane.
I opened everything.
You know what's
Joanna,
funny?
Even your dad. I don't know if you remember, but he got me a gift one year, and it was a great big box or something in a great big box.
Oh yeah, this is
And as soon as I saw it, I go, "Oh, that's luggage," and he was furious at me because he
Well,
thought
it was in a great big box. But first of all,
Yeah.
who buys somebody luggage for Christmas?
So that could be nice.
Well, I don't know. I liked it.
Oh, I don't know. I think Dad dropped the ball on that one.
No.
Luggage.
Well, usually
I would
it was
like
going to be a music box or something like that.
A music
so luggage
box.
is better. I collected music boxes, but I used to get music boxes from
From Dad's
your
family.
dad's family,
That were
and
broken.
and Nana would get them from the
Garage
We'd get them
sales.
from garage sales, and they were always broken.
Oh, they never worked.
No,
So we had a whole bunch of music boxes that never played music.
I still have one. I have one
Yeah.
left in Elvis.
So sentimental.
Do we make Christmas cookies? Well,
We used to
Do you do what?
I mean,
make Christmas
I've
cookies.
never seen
Oh.
Joe bake a day in her life since we got
So,
together.
first of all, me and my mom and friends of ours, Hugh and June and their kids who are my age, we used to always get together and bake Christmas cookies. We would do cranberry turnover things. We would do chocolate chip oatmeal, and then we would do sugar cookies that you would decorate, and that's what the kids would do. But let's be honest, we all decorated maybe 3 cookies meticulously. They always looked like crap, and then you just dunk them in and throw them on the tray. Nobody wants to do that for too long.
I used to bake cookies, and I'd make an orange cranberry sugar cookie with white chocolate drizzle on top of it. They were really good.
Sounds
Then we
really
should,
good.
maybe we should do that this year. But maybe we should bake cookies, me and you.
Sure.
Right?
I'll give directions.
Nobody tells me what to
Ah. I think we should do that. I want everybody to tell me if you have a cookie recipe that you think we should try, put it in the comments. And I'm going to need ingredients, by the by, so don't just throw it in there like I know what the heck I'm
do.
doing.
And last year, I actually made for our our Christmas dinner, I made Christmas wreaths. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I think Christmas cookies are better little.
We
Because
can make them
They
whatever
have to be
size.
thin, so they're kind
Thin.
of crispy.
Yes.
And they have to have a crap load of icing on them.
Yes.
But just icing where you do icing sugar with water, that's the taste of icing that's best.
All right. We're
The
in.
ones for me, anyway.
Put them in there. Give me some Christmas cookies or Christmas treats or whatever. Make them easy.
Actually, when I was little, my mom used to buy all these like Christmas crafts, and then she'd invite like the friends that I had from the street, and
Street friends.
like from down the street.
I get you. It just sounded
And then we would all sit there, and it was either like an ornament, or we had to paint something, or build some kind of snowman or whatever. So that's a memory that just popped into my head.
Mom and I used to paint they were from White Rose. They were little ceramic ornaments, and we would paint them every year. Actually, we went through a time where we had a solid collection. I have no idea where they went to, but we'd give them away and paint them and hang them. But they were from White Rose. White Rose is kind of like a craft store. I don't think that exists anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Is there a Christmas tradition or anything during Christmas that we disagree on? Everything.
We don't really disagree on Christmas stuff, though, do we? You don't love how much money I might spend, but we don't. What do we disagree on? We have the same. We love the house decorated
Yeah.
to the nines. We love. You're fine opening Christmas presents up the night before.
No, I mean, like, we disagree on, like, you like Rudolph claymation.
Oh, we
I
don't agree on a single movie.
Yeah.
There's that. We don't agree really on any, besides Mariah. We agree on maybe one song.
Comfy Knit Sweater.
Well, that. Two songs. 2 whole songs. Just put them on repeat. That's true. We don't agree on that. We do love shopping. Even though you don't buy things the way that I buy things, and that might give you heart palpitations, you love days out when we go shopping. and
Yeah,
stuff
I don't.
Like that.
Yeah, I like going out.
You'd
and
like
stuff.
to just rein in maybe,
a little bit of the spending.
my ability to tap. It's all on the wrist. That's how you tap.
Look at the ribs. Okay.
Yeah. Hit me.
Fake Christmas tree or real Christmas tree?
Fake.
We have a fake one, but at my house in Montreal, we've always done a real tree, and I love the smell of a real Christmas tree.
That's a fire
So
hazard.
if I could,
Catch it on fire.
I would love our house to smell like real Christmas tree.
Get a candle.
But this one also gets weird headaches and stuff. But
It's a lot.
I do
I don't
miss.
look. I love the smell. Look, I absolutely love. And in all fairness, whatever my issue is, has nothing to do with LED lights. You got to remember, I grew up in the 70s and 80s.
Who's talking about LED lights?
Well,
I'm talking
because-
about the smell of a
No,
Christmas
I know.
tree.
But the reason why you get rid of those trees is because we used to use the Christmas lights. Everybody used to use when I was a kid.
They used to get hot.
Get really, really hot. So in my head, it's a fire hazard if that tree gets too dried out, and then all of a sudden goes up in smoke.
Okay,
Or you
I don't
bring
think-
critters in the house.
I don't think that happens anymore.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And
What
also
you
there's
grew up
never-
with is childhood trauma.
There's
Grandma
never been-
always said, don't leave the candles on. I can't leave a candle on for more than 10 minutes without my grandma's voice in my head saying, blow it out, or else the whole house is going to go up in flames.
That's still a thing. You shouldn't leave candles on. Do we play board games and stuff at Christmas?
Go ahead, Anna, answer that.
Nobody wants to play with me. But
Baby.
my family does. My family plays a bunch of games and
What's that game we play with your grandma?
Roomy Cube.
Roomy Cube.
We play a lot of that. I love Roomy Cube. But we also
She's
play.
really good at it, like a savant.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Mom, you might like it. Mom might like it. We should get a thing for our
I like
house.
games.
We play cards. We're big fans of euchre.
I don't know if they mean cards in itself. I think they mean like actual board games. But when I was little, we used to actually have like, I don't know if it was Friday night or whatever, but we would try to find time to do game night, and we would always play Clue, and it was my absolute favorite game in the world, and I kind of miss doing that.
Oh, well, we can play Clue.
Yeah, we
Thanks.
can. I like
Okay,
Clue.
we can play Clue. I don't think as a family, I feel like we play Monopoly, like,
Last year we,
and then we get bored.
or 2 years ago, we did trivia with your family.
Oh, and my family is 100% into trivia because they all think they're pretty friggin' smart.
No, I can't play those anymore. That's
Mom's lost her edge.
Yeah.
But the rest of us.
But I
we
love all kinds
think
of.
we're the
I love every kind of board game.
Pass on, no.
Yeah, I passed them all. It's fine.
Wonderland.
I'm just gonna go up here. I'll turn right. I can still get
Yeah,
into the
Rutherford,
mall.
you go for Rutherford.
There's this TikTok couple.
I thought I was going to my tattoo place.
who plays board games all the time, and every time that they pull out a board game, I want to get it. I don't
I know
know
what
what
you're
their name
talking
is.
about. They always
but they're-
compete.
Yeah, and they
I hope
say
they
like
get those games for free, or else.
I don't know, but I want all of them.
Yeah, it's fair.
I like board games. a lot.
Yeah, I really do drop the ball. I know how much you like board games, but we will play. You and I will play Scrabble.
That's true.
That's fun.
We haven't done
And
that in a
sometimes
while.
we play cards. We haven't done it in a while, but oh yeah.
It was so noisy at the mall that I couldn't film anything. So
noisy, guys.
this is the end of the vlog. I
There
guess.
was 3,000 people per store. I swear to God.
We should have filmed us trying to find a parking spot because
The parking spot event. I couldn't film trying to get the parking spot because I don't swear on camera, but whew, baby, did I want to lose my ever loving mind.
But we did. We ended up finding a good spot anyways.
And we did get some cool presents. We just didn't want to put all the presents on here because they're presents for our friends and our family. We don't want everybody see them, so we have to be careful with what we highlight. Right?
We did buy a couple things.
We did buy a few things. Quite a few things. Let's be honest.
So this is our first Vlogmas. I don't know if we'll
Our
do.
first Vlogmas.
Maybe we'll do a second Vlogmas, but
Maybe.
for now, this is it.
Ho ho ho. Dismissed.